Hello and welcome to this session on Tableau. In this session, we will start with certain exercises which we will perform in Tableau in order to understand some basic concepts. Now, in order to learn Tableau, the basic first step is to import a sample data. So in our case, what we have done is we have imported a sample Superstore, which is in Excel format, a sample superstore.excel, which has three worksheets in it: orders, people, and returns. So by importing this data into Tableau, first of all, we will create relationships between these sheets in order to identify who all have placed orders and how many people have returned the orders. We will do some analysis on the orders placed by a certain set of people and order returned by a certain set of people. Now, as we have imported the sheet, we will make certain joins. So the first step is to drag the orders table, the order sheet, on the relationship canvas here. Okay, and you can see the data, sample data, the first 100 rows over here. Okay, then now we need to create an inner join with people's table between order and people. Okay, so if you see, it has automatically detected the field names on which the inner join has to be created. So on the order side, you have region, and on the right hand side, which is the people data, you have also a region. Okay, so both these columns are common, and that's how we have made a join between orders and people data. So if I close this box and go and check the people's data, open, so see, the region and the person, these two columns from the people table have now been joined with the orders table, right? So it means that these are the orders in a particular region which has been placed by in this region. Let me show you the sample Superstore Excel file. Now, this is the structure of the file. You have a sample list of transactions, basically the orders which are placed by customers across multiple regions: south, west of USA, south region, west region. Then you have a list of order IDs which have been returned. So basically, the order ID in the returns sheet matches with those orders in the orders table. And then you have the people sheet, in which you have region and a person associated with that region, the salesperson associated with that region. Okay, so basically when we are joining orders with people, we are joining that which orders belongs to which region and who's the salesperson associated with it. So what we have done over here is we have made an inner join, means all the orders should belong to particular region, and that region is in the people's sheet. And then in the second step, now we will make a left join between returns and orders, not inner join. We will make a left join between returns and orders, and we will make a join using the order ID. Okay, so just edit this, click on left and select order ID as the join column. Now, what does left join means? Left join means is that consider all the orders from the orders table and only consider the orders from the returns table which have data, means which are returned. Otherwise, show null for the order IDs which are not returned. So if you see, these are the two columns from the returns table, and these are null because this is relevant to the order IDs which are not returned, okay, which has been accepted by the customer. But these are the orders for which you see data in the returned and order ID column. It means that these have been returned. Now, with these joins in place, please save your book, and now we have our relations created in the Tableau. Now we are ready to create certain reports and extract certain KPIs using this relationship model. Now we'll move to sheet 1. Okay, and first we will place state and person on the rows sheet. Okay, then I'll go to my numbers and put the profit or the, so per state, per person, how much profit I am making as a company. Okay, this is my goal to check. Now sort by highest to lowest. So California is giving me the maximum profit of 76,381, then New York, then Washington. So this is the sorted order in which I have listed my profit in descending order. Now I can also check what are the number of orders placed and check the distinct count. So out of 120, out of the total orders of 127, okay, so this is the total number of orders which have been returned for California is 127. It's 16, 29. So the sorted order is as per the revenue, as per the profit, and this is the details of the orders which have been returned per state. So if you see, for Connecticut, for Kansas, there are 0 returns. So you can also extract data. Table to refresh is orders and identify new rows using order date. So as and when new data is being added, you can refresh it. Now say extract, and now you can save this information, profit by state, and click save. So this is the extraction of this particular report which is possible in Tableau. So this is the first exercise which we have completed for reviewing and analyzing the profit per state, highest to lowest, and within that per state, what are the number of orders which have been returned by all the customers, the distinct count of order IDs which have been returned. Now let's start our second exercise on creating calculated fields in Tableau. Now in this exercise, we will be doing certain activities, like we will be creating a set to show the states which have more than 100 customers. Then we will be creating a calculated field to show an average sales per customer. Okay, then we will create a calculated field to show the sales goals, and then show emerging and developing stage. So these are the 4 KPIs which we have to derive. Now, the first thing, we have our sample Superstore data already imported and the relationships created, inner join with people and left join with returns. Now we have our sheet 2 in which we will create the states, a list of states which has more than 100 customers. So what we have to do is we have to right click on the customer name and click create set. Okay. Now we have to give the name as states with 100 plus customers, and then go to the condition tab, select by field, and then apply condition as count of customer name greater than equal to 100 and click OK. Now we have this set created, states with 100 plus customers. Now to determine average sales by customer, we have to now create a calculated field. So go to the analysis and click on create calculate field. Okay. Now name it as average sales per customer, and now we will say average we will use a okay, so we are saying that per customer we are using a level of definition function include, which means that per customer what is my average sales, right? We've already used a function, aggregated function called average. So we are saying per customer give me the total and then give me the average per customer. So we're going to click OK. Now create another calculated field. You can also create from here and name it as sales goal. Now in this we are going to type the formula if minimum states with 100 plus customers equal to true, then sum of sales into 1.3, else average sales per customer into 100. So we are saying that if the customer belongs to the set of states with 100 plus customers, then the sales target should be 1.3 times the actual sales as of today, else it should be 100% of the average sales per customer. Now let's create another calculated field which we call as emerging or developing state. If distinct count of customer name is greater than equal to 100, then the state is tagged as developing state, else it is called as emerging state. Okay, so we have now 3 calculated fields: average sales per customer, emerging or developing state, and sales goals. Now we will use this in our reporting. So we will drag sales goal under the columns, and then I'll drop my state. So now this is the state wise sales goal, depending whether the state has 100 plus customers or not. Then add your customer name, make the measure as count distinct and make it as discrete. Okay, so if you see this, we have the count of customers per state and the sales goal for that particular state. And now I'll put my sum of sales, the total sales which I want per, which is there per state. Now go to show me and select this particular chart, bullet graph. Now to bring sales goals to column, right click on the sales axis and select swap reference line fields. Now from your left hand panel, drag and drop emerging or developing state on the color panel. Okay, so emerging state is the orange one and the developing state is the blue one. And save the sheet as developing and the emerging states. So if you see this, it's an emerging state because its count is less than, the customer count is less than 100. Its sales goal is 57384, but the actual sales is 19511. Okay. So now this is a developing state. Its count is greater than equal to 100 and its sales goal and its sales is exactly the same. It matches. So that's why you are seeing the bar and the blue bar is ending exactly where the vertical bar is. So what we are trying to depict is that whether the state is going beyond its target sales goal or it's behind it, and you can see that using this particular vertical bar. Like for example, Michigan, its sales goal is 71,952, but its actual sales is 76,270 average sales. So that's why it is above its target and it's a developing state, because it has more than 100 customers. So you can even sort by the count of the customers, higher to lower. So all your developing state will group from at the top and the emerging states will group at the bottom. Or you can sort by the sales goal. So the orange bar is the sales goal or the blue bar. So depending what sales goal is being derived for each state. Hello and welcome to this new session on Tableau. Now in this session, we will talk about how to prepare dashboards, and how to interlink reports within the dashboard. So in order to start this session, we will first create a couple of reports and then include them in the dashboard and then link them together. So for this session, as usual, we are using the sample Superstore dataset for our example. Now, first we will create a report where we are going to show profit by region, per region. So first we will drag the region in the rows column and we will get all the regions and state. So we have all the states per region in our report now, and then we will drag sales and profit. So now we have our sales and profit measures at the column level. Now just also drag now the region to the color section. So now we have each region colored. The entire sales and profit per region is distinguished by the different colors: central, east, south and west. Now click on the colors Now we want to show the labels using the marks card. Okay, so we want to show the region okay, so we need to include the show the marks labels. Just a second. So enable the labels, say show mark labels. Okay, so you have on the left, this is the profit and this is the total sales. Now rename this sheet as region and state analysis report. Okay, now let's create another worksheet. Now in this sheet, just drag the state on the marks card. Now automatically Tableau will detect that you have dropped a particular state, and we have the states of United States. So it has identified the state names and showed you the identifiers of the states on the map, and automatically identified the latitude and longitudes which are generated by Tableau and given you the markers on each and every state. Now drag the sales measure to the color panel. Okay, so now this is sales per state in the color scheme with the color scheming. Then now drag the profit to the size. So now each state you have the color, the profit and the sales. Now you can edit the colors and you can select a particular scheme of colors and say apply and OK. So now you are able to distinguish the colors on the state. Now after this, just rename the sheet as profit by state report. Now let's create another report. Now in this report, drag the subcategory to the column section and sales and profit measures in the rows. Okay. Now right click on the sum profit pill and check dual axis. Now right click on the profit axis and say synchronize axis. Now select sum sales from the marks card and change the notation as bar, and for profit change the notation as line. So now this is a fair display of subcategory wise sales and profit representation, that these are the sales and what is the profit. Now go to the all marks and drag the category section, as the tooltip. Okay, so for each and every bar or line item, you should now see the category also. Save your report and rename this now report as sales by and profit by subcategory report. Now let's create a new dashboard. Now the reports which we have just now created, first our dashboard size, let's make it as automatic. Okay, then let's show the dashboard title. Click on the dashboard title. Now drag the reports which you have created: profit by state, sales and subcategory report, and region and okay. So you have all your 3 reports in a single dashboard now: profit by state, sales and profit by subcategory, and region and state analysis report. Now we will link these reports. So go to dashboard, click on actions, add an action called new filter, select source sheet. In the source sheet dashboard 2, only select region and state analysis report. And in the target sheet, just deselect region and state analysis. On the source sheet, keep the run action on select and click OK. Now whatever state you select over here, that particular state will be used as a filter across both these reports. So it means in North Dakota, you have all these subcategories being sold and their associated profit, and on the mapped profit by state report, you can see the North Dakota state being highlighted or only selected and the relevant profit and sales. Okay, so here is the total profit and sales in the profit by state report, and in this sales and profit by subcategory report, you have the breakup of the profit and sales across the categories. Similarly, you can select any other state and automatically the filters will get applied automatically. See this, main. Okay. So with this, we cover our example of how to create multiple reports and then connect them or encapsulate them in a single dashboard for a single view across all these reports.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.